All right, guys. Welcome to the 2020 award ceremony. Who's been to a award ceremony before?
Me.
I think the only first timers is Diana and Jaylene, right? Yeah. So we do this once a year. I had this ready to go, but this year we've been busy, January and February, and just wanted everybody to be together and do this because I know we're just wholly on 2021 March specifically, but we just don't want to like just ignore 2020 and move on from it because a lot of things happened last year, and there's a lot of recognition I want to give out and a lot of appreciation I want to give out too. So let's keep the tradition going and talk about what 2020 was all about for us. All right, so let's talk about some of these numbers. So as far as units goes, units is like policies, but sometimes if you sell like a three-car policy, it's like one policy, but it's 3 units because three cars are on there. Okay, so these are all the number of cars we insured, all the houses, motorcycles, trailers, everything we insured. Anybody want to take a guess?
Like 1 million
Not a 1 million
for the year?
cars. Yeah, for the year, yeah. For the year, it's 5,669. Okay, I think I know what you're trying to talk about, Blanca. But and then talk about the premium. Okay, so let's say Jazz right now has just sold $1,000 6 months policy, right? And then Laura just sold right now $1,000 homeowners policy. So that's now 2,000, right? So do you guys know what we ended up with for the whole year as total premium we collected?
Over like a million?
2.8 million.
Damn, solid man.
So it adds up, right? And then if you count all the renewals, it's close to 11 million, 10.8. Okay, so we did really great. The PIF is an important number. PIF it stands for policy in force. So that's all the policies we have active right now. Basically, the number of clients we have. Well, some clients can have more than one policy, right? But last year we ended up with 8,687, and we ended 2019 at 10,059. And that 10,000 is a big number because it's a big goal of mine. You know, December of 2009, a long time ago, I had a goal. Somebody told me that, hey, you could be one of those few agencies that get to 10,000. So for some reason, that really stuck with me, and it took 11 years to do that. So I really that was a special moment when we were able to achieve that number. So 10,000 policy in force is what we have right now. Okay, some other numbers I could talk about. Payroll paid out. This is everyone's salary, everyone's commission, adding it all up. 612,000. All right. So that's the number I'm really proud of. One of my goals every year is to make sure everybody has the opportunity to make more money. And it pretty much everybody did. Unless you went on maternity leave. Sorry, Kalia. But everybody actually who was here January 1st, well, actually, if you didn't go on maternity leave, but if you didn't get fired too, and if so, some of the other people don't count, but people who are here January 1st, 2019, January 1st, 2021, everybody made more money. So I'm really happy that I'm able to say that because that is always one of my goals as the year always starts. So great. So let's give it up for ourselves for those numbers. Great numbers. All right, so let's talk about the year. I just want to do a real recap of the year so we kind of remember what last year was all about. Okay, January, we started off to a good start. We had 200,000. So 200,000 was kind of our goal back then. So we started off January 2,000, 200,000. That's the month Kobe died. You know, that was a big deal for me, for agency. I think I actually kind of took the opportunity there to kind of learn about, you know, his mentality, you know, his obsession, what it takes to be like elite at your craft and your profession, you know, how to master your job, his mindset. So that was an emotional time for me personally, but that's something that I really remember from that month. And I think was a good learning opportunity to learn what it takes to be the best at your job. February, we did 210,000. So that's 2 months in a row, you know, getting over 200,000. Like, okay, now we can do this. So at February, 210,000. Now we're like, okay, our goal is 250,000. And then we all remember March, right? Around this time last year. You guys remember what happened?
COVID hit.
COVID hit. That was really like the turning point of our agency, you know. it was a tough time for us. I think there was a lot of uncertainty. People thought, you get this virus, you're just going to die instantaneously. There's a lot of myths, and um, it was a real big decision moment for me because a lot of agencies were just like closing down, and they were just like, we're just not going to do anything for now a while. We're just going to go home. We're just going to do customer service. And I had some tough decisions to make, but my decision was to like, hey, we're going to just keep working. So I really want to appreciate you guys for having the strength to come here, because if you guys remember back then, I mean, the whole building was actually is empty. We were parking on the first floor. Like we were like the only ones to show up to work. So that really showed the heart that we had that month. It was a difficult month, but we still ended up with 214,000. Okay, some people didn't make it around that time. Kathy, Maria T. Like there's just a lot of like anxiety and a lot of like drama and a lot of like challenges mentally to be here. It was tough. So that was the month where it was a turning point. We could have gone different ways. A lot of businesses went different ways depending how they handled that month. But we decided to stay strong, and I feel like we did. So I really appreciate you guys for that month. That was a huge month for us. In April, we kept on going. Okay, we did 235,000. So March 214, April was still climbing up 235,000. Farmers had the separation promotion contest, so that kind of like hit us in a new gear. Okay, Jaylini joined us. So April was another month where we just kept on pushing and didn't let COVID stop us. Okay, in May, that was a big month for us because we finally got over 250,000. And that was the meeting at that time was like, hey, we're doing well. COVID was going around, but we were staying focused, and we reached that big goal of our 250,000 because we were trying to reach that for over a year now at that point. And then my message to you guys was like, hey, let's stay hungry. Okay, so that was the meeting at that time. And then June wasn't a great month for us. June was Blanca was out that month, and then Maria went on maternity leave. Maite started but didn't work out, so that was a really challenging month for us. Just and Kalia has been on maternity leave at that time too, so we just did 207,000. Really challenging month for us in June. I skipped July. I don't know what we did in July, so we'll skip that. Okay. August we did 232,000. So we bounced back there. Blanca came back on fire. Diana joined us, and then we did 232,000. And the promotion contest ended, so some of you guys' check was nice and big there because total I paid out over 25,000 extra just from that promotion. So that was a great month for us. And then September, Kalia came back, and then we did 239,000. So that was, around that time when I started talking about like, okay, Kalia's back, time to blow this place up. So that was kind of like my message to you guys around that time. And then November, we did 246,000. Okay, start talking about your goals. Know your goals to know yourself. You don't really know yourself until you know your goals. We talked about that. In December, we finished with 253,000. And then I talked about the power of habits, so we can have good habits moving on for next year. So crazy year, right? But that's a recap of our year. Anybody have any comments or anything that you're looking back on that you guys want to share that stands out to you guys? What's that, Kelly?
You're on mute.
No, well, everybody's a hard worker because they worked through the whole COVID, through the whole pandemic,
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are able to do that.
I absolutely agree. I'm telling you, Kelly, like the whole office was empty. We were like the only ones here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then so you guys kind of like takes courage to follow my lead, which was my decision at the time, which could have been a little bit controversial. People were really questioning me and thinking like, is that the right decision? Is that the right thing to do? But I appreciate you guys for kind of like following me during that time and being here, because we kept it going. And I think that's why I named it the separation contest, because that was a turning point for every business in America or in the world, and how you handle that situation really makes a difference of what trajectory we're going to be going on. So that time when we stood strong is really the reason why we are where we are this year and moving on forward. All right, so let's talk about some of the award winners here. Everyone is an award winner, but first award I want to present to you guys is a Rookie of the Year award. Now, some of the past award winners include Laura back in 2013, Jazz in 2016, and Blanca in 2017. So we have a lot of, you know, great agents, our best agents who have all won this award here. She started working with us October 2019. So 2020 was her first full year with us. Um, the funny origin story of her is that she started working here because Calia sold her a policy and she must have done a really good job. And she was like, oh, okay, they seem like, you know, nice and they're helpful. And she, you know, then started messaging us through social media and got hired as a 19-year-old. She was here January 1st. The number that really stands out for me for her was you go back from January 1st all the way to December 31st, and her attendance for the whole year was at 100%. Okay, and that, you know, last year was obviously a year where we just needed people here. Obviously, this year too. That's, you know, could be a challenge at times as a business owner. So somebody who's here every day for the span of a whole year deserves this recognition. Also, wasn't easy getting a license. You know, tried 4 times. You know, at a point, you know, it comes down to that individual. It's not like, you know, me wanting them to get it. It's like they have to do it themselves. So that could be a turning point for a lot of people I've seen in the past where, you know, takes struggles to pass and they give up, they don't work out. But, you know, she paid for her test herself and got the test done. So
I know it's working now.
Not giving up. So let's give it up for 2020 Rookie of the Year, Jaylene Mejia. Come on in, Jay.
Yeah.
Smile at the camera. There you go. All right. Great job, Jay. Great year. All right. The next award winner we have here started in, should I wait till Jay gets back? Okay. Started back in April. That was a time nobody really was looking for jobs. You know, people were just scared. People were staying home. I wanted to keep growing my business, you know, because that's just kind of how I always am going to be. But it just people aren't applying. People weren't looking for jobs, and people were getting unemployment, and people were just sitting at their homes, getting fat, whatever they wanted to do. But it's just matter of fact is that I just couldn't find anybody at that time, you know. So um, so 99% attendance for the whole year. Okay. She also got licensed in November of 2017. So she started with us in April. I'm so happy that we found her. Again, another dependable team member. Also got licensed last year within 6-7 months of working here. She got licensed. Someone who has a really bright future. I'm really thankful that she's on our team and for her dependability. Let's give it up for Jaylene Quinones. Come on in, Jaylene. This meeting's going to take a little bit longer because of this process here, but if you guys could hustle over, make it faster. Here you go. Smile there. Everybody. Okay, great. Congratulations. Thank you, Jaylene. All right. Okay, the next agent I want to recognize started with us in August of 2020. Someone who's always here. Okay, she averaged 101% for the year. Won the payment contest already 3 times. Last year. Okay. Jay won it 9 times, so I forgot to credit her for that one. But the payment contest is an important one. Someone who has a lot of empathy. You know, someone who really shows that she cares to our clients, and I think that's a skill that is so important with our business. And someone we all love. You know, I think one of the things that is super important with having a team is that, you know, having people that we all like working with and is helpful. And her customer service really helped our customer service game up last year. But believe me, she's in it for the sales game. Let's give it up for Diana Gonzalez. She was worried she wasn't going to get an award, but she definitely deserves it. You can go, Diana. Here you go. Say hi to everybody. All right. All right. The next agent I want to credit, man, gets a lot of credit. 92% attendance. Increased her average sales to 20K. Gets all the credit, for training Jay. Training is not easy. It's hard to find somebody who could sell, do customer service, and train. Those are three skills that requires a lot of different skills to be able to do all three. I remember at the end of the year, we had a little chat, and I was like, thank you for coming into work this whole year, and she told me, thank you for remaining open. So, the gratitude is something that I really get a lot of fuel from. And she's just going to be someone that is going to be critical for us moving forward because, again, my plan is to grow our agency, and we need people that are able to train new people, help new people, and make sure, training new people. It's like a skill that requires all. It's not easy. So, someone who's super important moving on forward. Someone who is going to be just important is all I could say. So let's get up for Alejandra Hernandez. All right. Here you go, Ale. Thank you. There you go. All right. And then we have an agent here who's been here since July 2016. Had her first baby in February. Let's congratulate that. Okay, came back in September, more motivated than ever. I think that is a situation where having a kid, sometimes it could depend on your scenario. You could be more motivated, or you could be more, want to stay home. And that's a feeling that is very hard to fight, I'm sure. So she made a decision to come back. And when she came back, we had a conversation. It's like, hey, if you're going to come back, let's make it worth your time to be here. And your effort to be here. So a critical member of both our sales and customer service. This is now someone who's won this award 4 times now. Okay, and someone who's going to really help us take our agency to the next level. Let's get up for Kelia De La Cruz. All right, here you go, Kelia. Smile to the camera. All right. Thank you so much for being ready to go. Coming back, ready to go. It's just a huge piece that we're kind of missing last year, so that's why I'm just so excited for this year because Kelia is going to be here. So I'm really excited about that. All right, the next agent, unbelievably important member of our team, really helps us stay organized. This year, from January 1st, just handled all the Japanese clients for me. Just someone who not only helps my business, but also my family. This is also her 4th time winning this award. And then I also want to present to her, because of the records aren't kept really well by me. I kind of know everybody's like exact start date, but this agent, I actually don't know the exact start date for some odd reason. Don't ask me why, but it is around this time when she started 5 years ago. So I want to also congratulate and thank Yu-chan for the Outstanding Performance #1 Farmers Insurance Agency Award, but also the Commitment and Dedication Award as well. So thank you so much, Yu-chan. I'll double check my payroll records, but I don't know why I can't find her.
It was like mid-March.
Right? Yeah, right, Blanca? Remember?
Yeah, I trained her.
The renewal list. So yeah, Jazz. Well, actually Blanca, Jazz, and then Yu-chan. So that was an important time of our agency's history 5 years ago. Okay, so now we get into some of the major awards. Customer Service Agent of the Year. Okay, so 2020 was not an easy year for her. In fact, during the meetings, even some words like disappointment was even like thrown out. Attendance and health issues really were the only reason. But let's go over these numbers, okay? Average 39,000 for the whole month, whole year. Top three agents, 9 out of 12 months. Number three in sales, number four in payments, number one in retention, number one in 5-star reviews, number three in both phone calls and phone hours. Just someone is just committed, smart, professional. I'll tell you one thing about this business. I mean, first of all, you have to be hardworking and you have to be smart, and that's a hard combination to find. Some people are smart but not as hardworking, and some people are hardworking but not smart, and which is both okay, actually, to tell you the truth. If you're dumb and lazy, that doesn't work, okay? But if you have one of those two, that's good. But if you have the combination of that, that's when you could be good. And that's someone that I think really explains this scenario where, it's hard to find somebody who's both hardworking and smart. She is just somebody, as you guys all know, who I deeply care about. She is our star in our marketing campaigns too, help us generate the leads. Some of these awards she has won in the past: 2017 Rookie of the Year, 2018 Customer Service Agent of the Year, 2019 Customer Service Agent of the Year, and now for the third year in a row, 2020 Customer Service Agent of the Year goes to Blanca Tapia. Congratulations, Blanca.
I need my wall rearranged.
Yeah, we need some extra space there. All right, talking about needing extra space on their wall. Whew. It's funny because I had I've been talking. The last podcast I was on about insurance agents, some district manager in Minnesota was like interviewing me, and they were talking about some like the stories. So sometimes, yeah, it gets a little emotional, so I won't try to do that here. But we're getting to the heavy hitters here, okay? Outstanding sales performance. Man, average 54,000 for the whole year. Okay, 2019 average 38,000, so that's a big number jump there. Number two in sales every single month of the whole year. 96% attendance for the whole year. Number two in phone calls and hours. Tied for number one in retention. Helps us bring in Jaylini. Okay, 2016 Rookie of the Year. 2016 Customer Service Agent of the Year. 2017 Customer Service Agent of the Year. 2018 Leadership Award. 2019 Outstanding Sales Performance of the Year. 2019 Teammate of the Year, which we all voted on. You guys did. Just a winner in every sense of the word. Someone who helps us bring energy. Someone who makes us laugh. I think in business, sometimes we like to count like how many sales we get, but I think we also need to count how much we smile and how much we laugh. And that's someone who helps us do that at our office here. You just can't find anybody who's just as committed and driven. Not someone I just appreciate, but also respect quite a bit. I think one of the things that really stands out for her is that, she has a business sense. Like, she knows how business works. And that's something that I can't expect from everybody, but the business mindset, knowing what helps our business and going deeper beyond what's, the job of an employee, and look at it from an employer's sense of, look at it from my perspective, being able to do that and just helping me with my business. Now it's like not a employee relationship. It's more like a business partner relationship that we have. So I really want to give it up for Jasmine Spolvita. Man, I gotta turn the AC in here. Congratulations, Jess. Smile at the camera. There you go. Yay. All right. I love it. All right. So Here we go. 2020 Agent of the Year. So this is really actually where I got a little emotional, to be honest with you, when people were telling me like, hey, how much do your agents make, or like, tell us like, why you're able to do what you did last year. I was like, man, I just like for some reason I just thought like, hey, um, I just I just shared them with your story. Okay, it was July of 2017. I'm talking about combination of smart and hardworking. Okay, so that's ultimate combination there. Um, let's talk about her origin story. Okay, I'm sure I have told this story before, but maybe some of you guys haven't heard it. But started with us July of 2012. 22 years old at the time. Um, it was $11 an hour, Craigslist ad. Okay, had a baby, 10 months old. Didn't have a reliable car. No insurance license. Baby daddy in jail.
Damn.
that, that's the story, right? That's what it was, right? We had no commission. Oh, we shouldn't have a license, so there was no commission. There was no roles. So these are the humble beginnings. I just can't believe what we were able to accomplish. Just as recent as 2014, because the stats, I was keeping track of stats starting 2014 the way I do it now. In 2014 January, she was fourth place with 7,000 in premium. Okay. She was actually fourth place out of four Asians. um, in 2017, she was agent of the year with average of 30,000. Okay, which was really high at that time. But let's talk about last year. Okay, number one in phone calls, number one phone hours, 16 life policies, 170,000 in commercial business. This is as of December, so this streak has continued, but 40 months in a row. Now it's 43. First ever 100,000 earner in the history of our agency. I think that's great and very inspirational for all of us to know that that's possible in this business here and at this agency specifically. And one of the things I just want to recognize her is sometimes I think people get confused when they say like, hey, I need leaders. I need leaders. Business owners like, I need leader. I need a leader of my agency. One thing I just want to tell you guys about Laura is that she has followed me, and that's really what I could say I appreciate her the most. When I say, hey, we're gonna stay working here, you got it. We're gonna be more humble, you got it. During the reviews, you know she takes everything that I say and follows my lead. It makes my business uh, the reason where the business is because of people like Laura. You need to have more. Sometimes you need to be humble, but sometimes it's what you need to have more confidence. Sometimes, hey, we gotta take care of our health, or sometimes we have to you know us be more competitive or less competitive, or value your teammates more, or just so many conversations we've had for her to just follow my lead and let me be the leader, and for her to just have trust in me, because um, you guys all have a choice to who your employer is going to be. And I think over the years, I've just looked back and said like, wow, Laura has just really absolutely have not, you know, I mean, obviously, she'll say her points, which I respect, and we have conversations. But at the end of the day, she just um, follows me, and I think that's something that I really appreciate, because sometimes in businesses, when there's clashes and some people don't agree with the boss, and there's just friction and it just doesn't go smooth, and it just that's something that I really appreciate. So um, so I appreciate you, Laura, from the bottom of my heart. I don't like to say this because we're a team, and everyone is valued, but you are the best. Let's give it
Don't
up
cry,
for
Dan. Don't cry.
let's give it up for Laura. Oh, we'll be off camera now.
Oh,
He's really crying?
I think so.
Well,
Oh.
this is her 6th year in a row, so let's give it up for her one more time. Just- I'm good.
You know you're not playing that.
All right, now let's get into the fun stuff. We had a voting. This is a long time ago, but finally I get to share this. Okay, the Teammate of the Year award. Okay, the Teammate of the Year. This is a big topic at all times, but we like I said, work is about making money, but it's also about having a good time and enjoying ourselves and enjoying our company. And we want to not only count the sales we have, but count the smiles that we create and the laughs we are able to create. So who's the most helpful, who helps us stay positive, who brings us energy, who supports each other the best. And it was a close one. Okay, so I'm going to go over the nominees of this awards. Okay, so nominee number one, this is the top three. Okay, Alejandra. Nominee number two, Jasmine. And number three, Yu-chan. Those are the top three agents that was nominated for this award. And let's see who won it. This was really close, guys. It was the top two was super close. I almost had to do a tiebreaker math. So for the second year in a row, Teammate Award goes to Jasmine Svoboda.
Yeah. Oh, unexpected, guys.
All right, congratulations, Jess. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
People definitely like you, Jazz. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But you know what? I thought this award is important enough where it needs to be really emphasized. How important it is, and this is not from me; it's from us. So I also want to give out some awards to Ale and Yu-chan too, because again, it's just an important thing. Okay, so I'll give this guys to you later. Outstanding Teammate Award goes to also Alejandra and Yu-chan. Okay, so they deserve a lot of recognition too. So being helpful, being positive, helping us out when we're down. Those are just all kind of stuff that I really value at our agency because sales is important, but to sustain a profitable and good business, we need people that are happy here. And that's just something that I really value because sales numbers could always go up and down, but if you're happy here, if you're producing, then a lot of things gets figured out later. So, and I'm a patient person. 1 month of bad sales is I'll take that rather than like 1 month of someone not being happy here. So just being happy and having people help me out with that mission is something that I really appreciate. All right, cool. Some of the other people that I really want to shout out is Mo. Okay, he's our secret weapon during that time when it was COVID. It's like we need to think of something, and he came through for us. I mean, he was kind of like same as me. We're both like Cavaliers. We were like, we'll be fine. This virus, maybe a little bit too much, but he had a kind of similar attitude. We were like, okay, then you want to work together, because it's been a while since he worked with us, because before we had other people here that were working here make our videos, and when he came back, I think our level of marketing and value of our campaigns increased. So I really want to give it up for Mo for helping us create these videos, because let's face it, that's what gets our leads, and that's a huge part of our business. So a partner of mine that is really helping us out behind the scenes is Mo. So let's give it up for Mo. Another secret weapon we have, I want to give it up for this person called Risa. All right. Texting is going to be a major part of our marketing campaign. You okay there, Carly? Okay, so
Sorry, it's because I lost my chopstick.
Oh, okay. You're good. Okay. So yeah. So texting is going to be something moving forward that really works when it comes to marketing. Okay. So she does that at home and is generating more leads. And when we text more, we get more sales. So for her to have the schedule she has with the kids at home, committed at all times during the day and weekends to be, gauging who's trying to get quote from us and distributing that, basically setting up appointments for us. That's a job in itself. So let's get off Risa.
Show her this video. Dan.
I'm sorry.
Show her the video.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's why I'm mentioning her.
Oh, okay.
All right, and then everybody else. Okay, you guys know who everybody else is for you. Okay, we have our spouses, we have our boyfriends. Some of you guys may have your girlfriends, your in-laws, your babysitters. They're part of our team too. Because we need the support to be able to do our job, especially when we have kids. Not only supporting us with taking care of our most important thing, our kids, but also emotionally helping us stay positive, helping us stay hardworking, and giving us a reason to work hard is a lot of times those type of people. So let's give it up for all your guys' close fit members, because we wouldn't have been able to do what we did last year without them too. All right. Okay. So let's conclude this year with some of the things I talk about every year. Okay. Talk about next year, already this year. This is a war summary we do every year, and it's disappointing because 100% of the time, not 100% of the people who are here are here. Okay. Last year was Martha and Kathy. They're not here, so it's sad. And then Maria too. So a lot of people didn't work out here. So I just want to, thank you guys for being here with us. And I really do hope that this year, maybe this is a year that all you guys are going to be here next year, 2022, because it's a good question to ask ourselves, where are we going to be in 1 year? Who's going to win the awards? Who's going to make the next step level up? And where are our agencies going to be? Who did what? So the one thing that could be guaranteed is that there will be change. And there's just so much things in what would happen. Like, who would have thought COVID was going to happen last year, right? There's so many things we can't control. But the number one thing, the things that we can control is our mindset and our work ethic. And I feel like as long as we have that straight, then we're going to be okay. So 2020 overall in general was a great year for us. And a lot of business can't say that. So it's really because of you guys. In 2021, I think we're more ready than ever, because a lot of the things that happened in 2020 just made us stronger and brought us more together. And we're on the same team here, and I really want to make 2021 a better year than 2020. I'm always thinking that way every year, and I just am ready, and I feel like we're ready. So thank you guys for a great 2020. Let's continue to work hard for each other and for our families. And I'm looking forward to doing this every year, and then handing out more awards next year too. Thank you guys.
Thank you.